So please do not expect me to be doing the same kind of video next year with the same kind of amount. I think probably most likely I will be spending maybe 10%, between 10%, if I'm honest, between 10% and 20% of this year's budget is what I'm looking to spend next year. Hi, this is 365801, and no, you did not click on the wrong video. And that's because this is a mid-year review. And it's going to be based on a video that I made at the end of 2019, specifically the video that looks at how much I spent for the year on Boys Love. Now, it was a really easy video to make. I just took each month in turn. So I took January and looked at all of the digital volumes I purchased and all the print volumes I purchased, and that way I got a total number of volumes. I also looked at how much I spent on each volume so I could get a total for the month of January in terms of spending. I did that for each of the different months so that I could get a total for each month, add them together and get the total for the year. Now, I was very surprised at the amount. It was £1,311.68, which was significantly more than I had expected to be spending, especially because halfway through the year I had a change in circumstances. Now, it made me want to set a more realistic goal for how much I was going to be spending for the year 2020, and that I really wanted to keep track of things. Now, if I'm honest, up until maybe a month or so ago, I was not really doing this, and then I realised I had a bullet journal in a cupboard or a drawer somewhere just gathering dust. I should dust it off and actually start keeping a track of all of the different purchases that I've made throughout the months up to this point, and see if I was on track to actually get my goal, to achieve my target of not spending a lot. So I've made this video as a review. Let's all just suspend disbelief for the moment and think, has she actually achieved this? I wonder. Let's just pretend we don't all know what the answer is and go through month by month, January to June, how much I actually spent. Now, starting in January, I was able to get a nice selection. They all come from different publishers or imprints, so they added to my collection in various ways to different groups. So, for example, Incubus Volume 2 is the only title I need to get from Kitty Media. I just need to get Volume 1 and 3 and I will have every Kitty Media BL title. They don't actually have a lot, but it's just nice to know that that's what I'm aiming for. I also had some really good titles this month. I also was able to get a digital title, and that was Love Pistols Volume 10. I made a video about it at the time. Go check it out, I'll put a link up. And so my total was 8 volumes and it cost me £36.65, which at the time I thought was fairly reasonable. Now, if we move on to February, we're able to see that I got a smaller amount. One of them was Kizuna Deluxe Edition Volume 4, which added to that collection, and the full set of Earthians Volumes 1 to 4, which was really, really good. I'm glad I was able to get that. Seduce Me After the Show and Rough Love were also titles that were now on my list to get. So I was able to get 7 volumes for £36.77, which is a really good amount. Same again with January, it's a similar kind of amount, so I'm happy that that was, it wasn't so much more, it was keeping it in track. Okay, so if we go on to March, you're able to see that I have a couple of titles in there that aren't BL, but mostly I have some really interesting titles. There was only one that I got that wasn't online, and that was from Waterstones, and that was That Blue Sky Feeling, which is Volume 3 and completed that set. So I was really happy to get that as well. And so in total for March I was able to get 10 volumes, but it cost me £56.05. That's a lot more than the first 2 months, so my spending has increased. I have no excuse for this, it just happened. I don't know why, it just did. I'm afraid it just did. Now, okay, on to the next month, which is actually April. And we can see that in terms of the print, it's an okay amount. There's a really great title there, I Give to You, the yaoi novel Eternal Love. And I put this in there even though it's not a manga or a yaoi novel, it's a male-male romance, and that is Without Reservations. I also got Hitorejime and 7 Days at a bargain price, but not as much of a bargain as it could have been. I also got several digital titles for this month. Some of them I haven't even read yet. The Colour of the Clear Blue Sky I still haven't read, but I did get quite a few digital titles. I've included Heartstopper in there as well, volumes 1, 2 and 3. I thoroughly enjoyed them and I recommend them wholeheartedly. So my total for April was £71.64 for 13 volumes. So there's more volumes, but it did cost me a lot more and I shouldn't have spent that, but I got a little bit carried away. There was a lovely readathon going on and I just couldn't help myself, so I ended up spending more money than I really should have. Well, always. So if we go on to the next month, which is my birthday month, it's May, so lots of people give me like vouchers or money to buy things that I want, so yeah, I'm gonna buy things. And also some of the things that I had actually purchased in April came late due to the postal service being a bit slow, and that was fine. But oh my goodness, did I get a lot of volumes. And I don't think I bought a single digital title, it was all print. So yeah, I got quite a lot of Sublime new titles, I got a couple of old June titles, Sokodansha as well, and the Vassalords. So altogether it was 20 volumes and it cost £98.53, which is not that bad because, as I said, some of that was birthday money or vouchers and things like that. So how much of that was actually my money? I don't feel so bad about it. They're gifts. You're supposed to buy yourself something nice, right? It just so happens that this is what I buy myself. Okay, so on to June. June is a nice little month. It seems like it's kind of similar to January in a way. There's some old titles like the Blue title, some Sublime titles that I really enjoyed, a new Tokyo Pop, and of course the Carp on the Chopping Block, which I'm just so excited about. Hopefully I'll get a video on that up soon. And it was 7 volumes and £52.88. Now the reason it was that much was because I paid for Futekia and I also bought some coins in Lesin. Now the reason I went for Futekia is because they had been so fabulous during May by giving everyone free access to their subscription service for the month. And I just went on there. I thought, give it a go, because I hadn't actually signed up at that point. It was fantastic, it was so good. So I am now a subscription member, so I'm going to be paying into Futekia from now on. Love it, it's so good. So altogether, that does give me quite a substantial total. So if we have a look at the 2020 spending overview so far, we can see how much I spent for each month. Now, for January it was £36.65, in February it was £36.77, and in March £56.05. In April it was £71.64, May it was £98.53, and June it was £52.88. Now this was actually an increase month on month. It seemed to just get more and more and bigger, and of course May was a substantially large number of titles. Together it was £352.52. This is probably around the 20% that I had originally said I would be spending throughout the whole year. It's been 6 months and I have already spent more than I had wanted to for the whole year. This is how much it is if you're in dollars or euros. A substantial amount, so much more than I actually really wanted to. But that was for 58 volumes of both print and digital manga. So in terms of what I got, it's quite a good amount. More than I wanted to spend, not really doing myself any favours. So yeah, don't worry guys, you all guessed correct. No, I did not stick to my goal. In fact, I did appallingly. Because I really did want to try and see if I could spend a lot less. The issue has been, I'm gonna say it, I have found some really good bargains. I've found some really great titles that I absolutely love and that I'm so happy is in my collection now. So of the 58 volumes that I have purchased so far this year, from January through to the end of June, they're great titles. They add a lot to my collection and they make me feel incredibly happy. So is that £350 well spent? Well, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. It's made me happy. It's what I do. And after all, we do need a little thing to keep us happy right now. Anyway, that's not a brag, that's a hey, this is my goal and I've totally not achieved it and it's only 6 months into the year. Well, it's 2020 after all. If, however, I can just keep my spending to the amount that I've been spending so far up to this point and make it double that, that would be £700, which would still be significantly less than I spent in 2019, and that would be a positive. So I'm gonna just keep hold of that. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video if you did. Give me a wee thumbs up if you like this video and I'll see if I can make any more review videos. I did make a few videos at the end of 2019, so I might do some more reviews. Take care guys, see you in the next one. Bye.